Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Jackie, and like so many of you guys, I am currently in the middle of COVID-19, and I am here at home with my kids, and we're trying to make the most out of what could be a very scary situation. And actually, it's perfectly fitting because we've just come through Lent, and I've been thinking a lot about how the disciples must have felt when they were locked up and hiding for fear of persecution, for fear of everything that was going on outside. Jesus had just been crucified. They didn't know what to do. Their leader was gone. And yet, all they really had to do was wait and hope and think back on everything that they had learned over the past 3 years and try and draw strength from that, draw strength from past experiences, and draw strength from each other. I saw a really funny meme and it said, I wasn't exactly planning on giving up quite this much for Lent. And I feel like it really resonates with me because we talked about calling on the Holy Spirit to help us in parenting with gifts like love and joy and patience and kindness and self-control. And if you haven't watched those videos, I'd really encourage you to go back and check them out because there are little snippets of truth throughout each of those. And right now, we are being called to wait even more. And it's in this limbo stage that I'm feeling so uncertain. And I have a history of severe anxiety, and I can feel that kind of knocking on my door. And yet I'm having to draw from this internal strength. I'm having to draw from the promises that I know that God has made me because I read this book occasionally, not as much as I should, like most people. But I'm having to try and pull all these tools together to help get through this time and to do it with a smile on my face and to give to my children a sense of security and an enjoyable next few weeks as we're home and we're together. And so it's very bittersweet. But I wanted to read today a bit about what the disciples were experiencing just after Jesus died. It says, on the evening of that first day of the week, when the disciples were together with the doors locked for fear of the Jews, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." After he said this, he showed them his hands and side. The disciples were overjoyed when they saw the Lord. And there's just a few simple things that I wanted to pull out from that. One, that they were together and they were, giving strength to each other. And I think that's something that we need to do right now, be able to reach out to others as best as we can without actually touching them. And the doors were locked for fear of the Jews. So there was obviously tension there. They were obviously uncertain of the future. They didn't know how long they would have to be there. They didn't know if someone was coming for them, if they were in danger now or later, or what the danger exactly was. And then Jesus came, and Jesus made the effort to be with them in their midst. They didn't have to go out to find him. He came and found them. He came and he brought them comfort in that moment. And I know that there have been times in the past week where I've had to be like, Lord, be with me now. Please come be with me right now. Because I can feel fear creeping in. I can feel the anxiety coming, and I need him. And I need him to speak peace into my life. And I'd like to encourage everyone to have that confidence to call on Christ to be with you in that moment. And then after that, he showed them his hands and his side. He was very much practical about the realities that he had still been crucified. There was still pain and there was still challenges, but he was with them through it all. And then the disciples were overjoyed when they saw the Lord. And I think that there are definite moments or opportunities for moments of joy in this situation that we're in. We've had some really terrific times with my family. We've had time to connect better. We've had all of our family meals together. We've been able to make moments for playtime or quiet time or reading or cuddling or connecting in ways that we didn't before because we were so busy. And so I think that that's the last bit of encouragement that I'd like to give you as I say goodbye and send you off for the week, is that even though there is pain and even though there is fear and uncertainty, that we are able to let Christ into our life and experience these little moments of joy. And that's what we need to focus on right now. I wish blessings to all of you, and I pray that this week you would find peace and that you would find joy. Happy Easter, everyone. Goodbye.